Internet? My name's Ash and welcome back to another video. So, had a comment a few weeks ago that asked if I could do another one of these Irish step dancing videos, so I decided I'm going to do it. And they also really wanted to show how to crush Roslin. I didn't have Roslin on hand, so that's why this video took a while. I had to order it, and ordering it sucks. Me personally, I'm going to put it out there right now. Never used Roslin in my life. Never used it for Irish step dancing, even though the floors are waxed. Most of my stuff is in studio dancing, and it was either you just did it regular or you did it with tape. I don't know if just dancing like this is considered like a bad omen, but that's just how I never put anything on these, not even the tape. But I did some research. I went on so many Reddit threads, and they say that you want to get it out of powder. Once you get it out of powder, you basically dust. Yoga.
You're really sharp.
I know. You want, you put the powder on the shoe. Okay, so what people say is take the Roslin. I don't know how much Roslin to use. I'm just going to use this one. But to use the heel of the Irish shoe and to crush this down to a fine powder. Again, you want to do this in a sort of box. That's why I kind of have this like cardboard here, so it's an easy cleanup and it doesn't create too much mess. But they said for Irish shoes you want to use the heel of the shoe. For pointed shoes, which is for ballet, you want to use the toe. I don't know why you can't use the toe for Irish shoes, but, you know, it's fine. So, you basically want to crush that up into a fine powder with the heel. Well, what's really pretty? Okay, so once it's in a fine powder, once you kind of get all of it kind of stumped on, you're basically going to take the toe and the heel, and you're going to just step in the powder. Oh, I created a mess anyways. For the most part, the bottom and both top of the Irish shoe are very dusty. Ooh. Why haven't I used Roslin before? Ooh! You hear that, Internet? Yo, thank you for suggesting this. I've never used Roslin on my shoes. Huh. Am I a bad Irish step dancer? Probably a bad Irish step dancer. Probably so many elitist Irish step dancers who are way better than me. They're going, what the hell, you never used Roslin on your shoes? In my preference, because I was taught in soft shoe first, I think that you should start with soft shoe before you move up into hard shoe. Just because you learn a lot of the basics. I know in my last video, it was more of me joking around with my friend trying to teach him. But it really does take a long time to kind of get used to that and learn that. If I was to put my friend in a typical dance setting, I would absolutely go over the basics instead of having them learn a move. The sevens is a move that is kind of like that in-betweener. It isn't a beginner move, but it isn't really a super hard move. So it's kind of like that middle ground. I don't know what that middle ground is called. Intermediate, maybe? It's intermediate. I got confirmation. And warning for the drums. Right now. I don't know where I'm going to put this, but warning for the drums. I can't do the drums well, nor can I do the drums quickly. Not because it was something I taught myself alone without a teacher, but because I got a busted ankle. A little while ago, probably, I don't know, a while ago, I got, I had an injury after doing one of the moves called the Oz. That's what we called it, which is basically taking your two ankles on your heels, which I'm not going to do, but you're basically doing this while you're on your toes, and then you're swapping between the feet. Which you're basically doing that, but you're doing it on your toes. It really pushes your ankle, and a lot of people in the studio used to call it the ankle breaker for a very good reason. As I was learning it, I accidentally completely went like all the way to the floor, and my ankle really started hurting, so I sprained my ankle for the most part. As a dancer who's danced for a very long time at this point, I used to never really take ankle sprains seriously. I don't know if this is every dancer. I think it's most dancers, you just get so used to having a sprained ankle. But long story short, sprained my ankle pretty badly, went to the doctor a few times, then went to an ankle specialist, a leg guy, and the leg guy basically told me, hey, you actually tore some ligaments in your ankle, so have fun with dancing. It doesn't stop me completely, but it does give me less motor function in the ankle, so it makes something like doing the drums just that much more harder. So I think I'm only going to do like one side and then maybe attempt doing another side. I don't know. But back to this. So it's just going to be up, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. You know that because I taught you in the last video. This part's pretty easy. You're just gonna do a bunch of toe step, heel step, toe step, heel step. So what that looks like is toe, and then this back foot is step. So you're gonna do toe step, heel step, toe step, heel step. So again, it would be toe step, heel step, toe step, heel step. And as you're doing the toe step and the heel step, you're slightly moving to one direction. Because everything, again, I don't know why, starts on your right. You start with your right, you're going to move right. So that's the first move. So in total, your first part of it is just going to be up, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, toe step, heel step, toe step, heel step. And then this can end quite a different ways. So we can end it the way we started just to make it simple. So it's just going to be up, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. So then what you're going to be doing from here is you're just going to do the same thing. And as you're going, you're going to be moving to the left. So it's going to be the up, 2, 3, up, back, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, up, back, 2, 3, toe step, heel step, toe step, heel step, up, 2, 3, up, back, 2, 3. In total, when you're done, if you can pick up speed, because you're going to get speed naturally. Don't worry about speed. You should really focus more on form and how you're doing the move compared to speed. Speed is the last thing that you learn. But speed it up, normal tempo, it should look something like this. They kind of resolve from going from one move to a different move to a different move. Like it's a set of moves if you've noticed. Like if I say we're going to do a toe up, then go into the sevens, and then do a toe up again, you would know that I want you to do the toe up, toe hop down, that whole jig. Then to go into the sevens itself, which is 1, 2, and then to do that same move again. And that's kind of how they're written down, or at least how they were written down in my studio. But drums, they're just 3 moves. And the whole point with this one, just like the sevens, you're kind of moving across the stage. And the reason they're called drums is because of the way they sound when you pick it up a notch. We're going to start really slow. First tap there, tap with your back foot, and then tap with your heel. So all together, slowly it would be tap, tap, tap. Now the reason, a lot of people might be looking at that and going, well, that's easy. Why do you categorize that hard? The thing that makes drums hard, I would say, for the most part, is just how fast you do it. Even though the move itself is simple. It's the pace in itself that's going to make it hard. So this is what normal drums would look like, or at least the speed and tempo that I can get to. Fuck. And from there you can move sideways, you can move forward, you can move left, right, like... Fuck, I can't do sideways. And this is a hard move, and this is still a move that I'm trying to learn, but you basically supposed to get like that, and I'm assuming the best way to move, because you're so tight always down here, is that when you're doing this, you put the foot down, and then you move it over like that. And then this foot kind of follows. So more than likely for them to move, they're probably most likely doing step, step, stop, step, step, step. That's the most logical way that I can think that they're moving. So if you do the right, you have to do the left. That's as fast as I could go with my left ankle. Be careful when you're dancing, or you're going to have a jacked up ankle, and then you're not going to do things that well. And you're going to think, is it just because I'm that bad? And it's not. It's because you don't have movement in that ankle. Have a nice day. Peace.